In this video, we're going to review how to evaluate polynomial functions. So we've learned function notation before. When you have function notation, basically whatever is in parentheses in the f of x is your input, and you're going to input that into the variable in the output part of the equation. So you're just plugging in whatever's in parentheses to every variable and then simplifying. So here we're going to find f of -5. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to plug in a -5. I like to rewrite my problem just with parentheses where the x's are. So here it would be parentheses cubed plus 2 parentheses squared minus 10 parentheses plus 20. And now in every single parentheses, I'm going to plug in my -5. And now I can start to simplify that problem. So I'm going to start with -5 cubed. -5 cubed means we're doing -5 times -5 times -5. That comes out to -125. Next, I'm going to do -5 squared, which is positive 25. So I'm doing my PEMDAS, exponents first. Because all the parentheses were already simplified. If I'm here, I'm going to do any multiplication step. So here, 2 times 25 is 50. -10 times -5 is positive 50. And now I add and subtract from left to right. So here, -125 plus 50 would be -75. -75 plus 50 is -25. If I add that to 20, I get -5 as my final answer. So f of -5 is equal to -5. This next one's similar, but this time we're plugging in 3a squared for x. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to put parentheses. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to plug in the 3a squared. And then I can start to simplify it. Here I'm doing 3a squared to the second power. When we learned all laws of exponents, we learned that if there's a little power on the outside, you give it to everything on the inside. So I'm just rewriting the problem first. So now 3 squared is 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. Here when you have an exponent of an exponent, you multiply. So I get 9a to the 4th power. Here, if you multiply 3 times 3a squared, you get 9a squared. Since none of these are like terms, you would leave your answer in this form. Next, we're going to do g of 2b minus 3. So I'm going to plug in 2b minus 3 for x. All of 2b minus 3. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to put an empty parentheses. And then I'm going to plug in my 2b minus 3. So first I have 2b minus 3 squared. I would want to rewrite that as 2b minus 3 times 2b minus 3. I'm actually going to simplify that first separately. So if I do that, 2b times 2b is 4b squared. 2b times -3 is -6b. -3 times 2b is -6b. And -3 times -3 is positive 9. If I combine the middle terms, I get 4b squared minus 12b plus 9. So everything I just did was that first term. Next, I can distribute here. So 3 times 2b is 6b. And 3 times -3 is -9. Then I'm going to bring down my -4. So same problem. I just worked out the squared first and then put in everything else from the problem. Now I can combine like terms. So 4b squared stays the same. I can combine -12b with 6b. -12b plus 6b is going to be -6b. And then I can also combine 9 minus 9 minus 4. 9 minus 9 is 0, minus 4 would be negative 4. So this would be my final simplified answer. So again, I just did it in pieces. Here, this was the 6b minus 9, which I inserted at the bottom of my answer.